7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Dean. Thanks for stopping by, as they say. Thanks for stopping by the program. Don't forget, the Dean Blundell Show is available on YouTube where you can watch this shit, and we've got lots of things for you to watch today, including some sales on the arms of a prime minister / premier, wannabe prime minister, current premier, some sales. We got pictures of Slappy to show you today. We got so many pictures and so many videos that you have to go and subscribe to DeanBlundell.com. Go hit the subscribe button at YouTube, Dean Blundell Show, Twitch, Dean Blundell TV on Twitch as well. You can download these podcasts and subscribe wherever you get your fine podcasts, including Spotify, which I just learned yesterday. Ryan Lindley joins us as well as Bonzi for today's program, at Ryan Lindley on Twitter, at Bonzi Live on Twitter as well, which I just learned that Spotify's got a new rating program. We got 5 stars because of you, by the way. I just want you to know, 5 big, fat fucking stars.
Yeah.
I saw that. Way to go, Lance.
Yeah, man.
Isn't that
We
nice?
deserve it, God damn it.
Yeah, hell we do.
We do a good job.
Yeah. It's, you know what, it's a thing, though. Like, I see people do it because, like, we had to get to a certain thing in YouTube to start getting paid. It was a silly little thing, and we started YouTube over the past, like, 7-8 months. And I was saying to someone the other day, I've got a real problem asking people to do anything, ever. Like, a real fucking problem.
Yeah, I know. That's why we all take the initiative and just do it.
Do it for me.
Yeah. Like when we took over your show that day when you weren't here, when you fucked off on us. Yeah, we did. We did that without you asking. We make tweets. We promote everything without you asking.
Just run it without me asking. Can you do that?
We do.
Can you guys run it, Bonzi? Can you run it without asking? Can you just take over without asking them?
No problem. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Fail to see you in a meeting with some people, I think I'd be a little worried about that. Like it's sending Bonzi into a meeting, like a money meeting or something. It was like, here's Bonzi.
Hey,
we've got a table of investors here that would like to meet with your network.
I'd come out with a bigger deal than that was on the table. That's for sure.
He'd come out with the meat tray and the coffee cups is what he'd come out with.
Oh, man. Anyway, nice to see you guys. Bonzi's in Edmonton. He's holed up in Army Chris's place, Fire for Effect. Great podcast in our network as well. That's where he's going to be, and then he's going to be coming back. Real quick update. He left Lachlan's house. Lachlan is coming back from Hungary, I believe, in the next few days. Yeah. He'll be back on the 26th. How did you do? How did you leave it? Did you wreck anything? Is everything good at Shea Cross?
Yeah,
yes
Casa de Lock is in tip-top shape. I left it as I found it, except I left my 2 pairs of shoes there, and I left the beer that my boy here, Positive Mike, it was ready today, and I had it in the fridge chilling. I couldn't wait to taste a beer that's named after me officially, and I left it in Locke's fridge. So maybe
the old leave behind.
Gonna smash it back this afternoon when she gets there, but I did leave her a nice treat, and I think she'll really enjoy it. She's not coming home to an empty house. Their daughter is coming home from Toronto this afternoon. I left her a lovely little gift and some welcome home balloons and stuff, so, and a nice Christmas card.
Isn't that nice? That's how you do it. Like you have to think like a chick when it comes to leaving someone's house if you stayed there for a while.
He swore me to secrecy last night, not to say a word about it, and here he is on the podcast the next day, fucking telling it.
No, but his daughter's not going to see it. Locke's probably asleep right now, drunk and passed out, so we should be fine. I left him and his lovely wife gifts too. I cleaned the shitter so his daughter didn't have to see any of my shrapnel left behind. Shoveled the driveway this morning. It snowed nonstop here the past couple days. So, everything's in tip-top shape. I was super thankful. I didn't spill any wine. I did enjoy a bottle of wine here and there, and I didn't spill any. I didn't break anything, and everything is in tip-top shape. So we did awesome.
Can you just do us a favor? Can you apprise everybody as to how you sewered Lachlan with his neighbors before you left?
This is so good.
Great story.
Bring this up. So because it snowed the past couple days, yesterday, and I took the liberty this morning, I would do the same thing if I was at my house and in my neighborhood or at my parents' or anybody's house I was watching. You got a big old snowblower going, and I finally got onto her now, and so I did something that Locke has never done before in his neighborhood, and that was I snowplowed his both neighbors on each side's sidewalks And when I was leaving this morning, I went to take Tucker for a bath at the pet store. And the neighbor actually stopped me and he's like, "Did you do this?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, I did. You're welcome." And he's like, "Thank you so much, man. That goddamn Lachlan has never done a thing for me in all the years he's lived here. You've been here 10 days and look at you."
Fonzie's setting precedents in Lachlan's neighborhood.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm welcome over at the neighbor's house anytime for a beer and a joint, I was told. So
Fonzie's moving in next door to Lachlan, everybody. Breaking news.
That's fucking great.
That's fucking
one of the
awesome.
Greatest stories I've heard in a long time. Because Lachlan, if you've listened to the program, can't stand his neighbors. He's traditionally not great with humans, so especially ones that live next door to him. So, and he's a lovely individual, but he just, he doesn't like people that are selfish. And apparently, he's had some selfish dealings with these people, and so he doesn't talk to his neighbors. So you went and endeared yourself to all of them, smoked multiple joints, had a couple of drinks, and then before you left, plowed their driveways and sidewalks with his snow plow.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I thought when he first started the story, I thought he was going to say, "I went over and I plowed the neighbor's wife, not driveway," and that would have fit with the motif of the neighborhood vibe. But yeah, no, he plowed the snow like a good boy. What a good boy! You're such a good boy.
You're a nice guy, dude. Yeah. Way to go. Well, listen, we got some stuff to get to, and I'm glad everybody's here. We've got Mark Slapinski, former employee here at DeanBlundell.com, light employee, blogged with us a couple times. You remember how he got outed a while ago for being a disinformation shithead, and Pfizer still wants his ass in court. He's been going after us for like weeks, and I just found out about it today because no one looks at his shit anymore. So that's fucking great. We'll get to that coming up in a couple of minutes. We'll talk a little bit about working in retail in the holiday season and how hard that is for some people. We've got some great videos to show you today, which is a lot of fun. And we've got some more anti-vaxxers eating shit at West Edmonton Mall, which is fucking awesome. Like, it's just the shit eating going on at West Edmonton Mall is fucking incredible.
I'm telling you, those security guards are going to save us. It's not going to be law enforcement or the government. They're going to save everybody. It's going to be security mall cop. Paul Blart's coming. Everybody, fuck, we're going to be okay.
I'll be spending the day there at West Edmonton Mall tomorrow. So hopefully we can find some crazies and we'll get some footage if I can, for sure.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, dude. Yeah. But I want to start here in Ontario. No offense to you, Lachlan Cross. As you may or may not know, there's this big APB out for Doug Ford, who's the premier of the province of Ontario. Everybody was freaking out because when Omicron settled in and they gave us all these restrictions, Doug Ford disappeared after the announcement. No one knew where he was. Now, I'm going to play a couple videos, and we're going to go through a couple things. And let me just say this. Doug Ford's allowed to do whatever he wants during the holiday season. Everybody is. I could give two fucks what he's doing. But the fact that people are trying to find this guy all the time is incredible. And it happened up near, I think it's close to his place in Muskoka. He stopped at a gas station to get a bite to eat. And this lady, who I think is fucking awesome, she records her really brief exchange with the premier of the province, who's persona non grata every time any of this shit happens to us. Like, we get fucked, he fucks off. That's kind of what he does. However, I will say this. It's Christmas. He's allowed to go to the cottage. But people are losing it because he is. But this video is fucking awesome. Watch this.
We're heading to the cottage? Yeah. For the next lockdown? Yeah.
That's fun.
Did you hear how fucking sad he sounds?
Yeah.
Did you hear? I know the audio is tough to hear, but if you heard how sad he sounds, it's fucking incredible. Like, if I was going to the cottage, I'd be so stoked, but he's not interested at all. Listen to this.
We're heading to the cottage? Yeah. For the next lockdown? Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, and she's like, that's fun. That's fun. You're going to have a good time. And he's outside getting snowed on, and he's got his mask on outside for some fucked up reason.
Do you think he's playing that off as, just going to the cottage because he doesn't want to fucking seem like the douche?
No, I think he might have been. I think he might have been a little more excited until he saw her with that phone. And I think he realized she was taping him because she was probably doing this, right? Because she's back and forth.
Yeah, so
he probably realized it and realized, fuck, I'm caught now. She's going to post this. It's going to be all over social media, which it did. And here we are.
Oh, dude, hundreds of thousands of views. And I don't know how you feel about it, but like, Of course, I can't stand the guy. Nobody can. He's governed us according to his whims and relationships, and he's enriched himself to the tune of $40 to $50 million over the past 2-3 years of governing this province. Like somehow his net worth went up to $50 million which is weird because someone called me the other day and said, "Dean, are you worth $9 million?" And I'm like, "No, not at all. 0 million, no million." And he's like, because I looked up your net worth, because you type in your name and it says net worth, and it's like Dean Blundell's net worth is $9 million.
It's literally like the first thing that pops up. Like if I go on there to try and find like images and stuff from our shows and just steal them quickly for something that for promos and stuff, right. I'll do it through Google image searches, right? So I'll just hit Google search and it's like the second or third thing down there. I'm like, Dean doesn't have that. If he has it, he's hiding it really well.
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hiding it incredibly. Yeah.
Good job.
Oh my God. It says I'm now worth $15 million. And I make this is incredible. Guys, wiki.org says I'm worth $15 million.
It's above.
That is awesome. So I don't know. My point is this, is that I don't know how I don't know. It says I make $4 million a year. That's awesome. So I don't know how true that is with Dougie Ford, but I do know the fact that he's enriched everything. Bottom line is, it doesn't stop for him. People are going to chase him around for the rest of his fucking life because he's treated this like his own fucking piggy bank. Case in point, do you remember when he got his shot yesterday? Guess where he got it? Guess where he got
Shoppers Drug Mart.
There you see it right behind the gentleman who's injecting the thing, big Shoppers Drug Mart logo. Even better. He's a walking billboard now. He's actually sold part of his bicep to Shoppers Drug Mart for
You're being generous.
Advertising. Look at that.
Being generous. That's a ham bone. That's not a bicep.
One of his best friends in the world is this dude named Galen Weston Jr., who owns Shoppers Drug Mart and Loblaws and stuff like that. So he asks for the fucking super bright, super bold Shoppers Drug Mart fucking Band-Aid.
He's like a NASCAR. He looks like a Toyota on the NASCAR track.
I got a cotton ball and a piece of shitty tape over when I got a fucking my COVID shot.
And have you seen what it's like to try and book a booster shot right now? Some people are booking into February, March.
Yeah.
And he just waltzed right into a fucking Shoppers Drug Mart and got it.
40 people behind him. He strolls in, sits down, and he's like, "Hey, give me my shot." And they're like, "Hey, I'll give you your shot, but make sure you get the Shoppers logo in the background because I'm a fucking career criminal, and so is Galen Weston." And then they're like, "What else?" Well, you know what? Don't give me the regular Band-Aid. I don't want a Dora the Explorer or SpongeBob Band-Aid. You know what I want? I want one that's got your fucking massive logo all over it, and I'm going to rip my arm up like you did right here. You can see it. It's beautiful. And I'm going to pull my arm up, and I'm going to take a shot of this thing, complete with all the hair and the warts and the skin tags that he's got on his arm. And I'm going to rock it for my buddy Galen Weston Jr. That is fucking incredible.
I have to give a shout out to, I believe it's @TO Resident on Twitter, who sent that to me today, and I swear to God, I laughed so loud that it woke Kaylee up. I was in my office pissing my pants.
He all out of shirts that fit him, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys picked up on this, but that barrel of his is huge, and I don't know.
That Goya
spandex stretchy golf shirt is all he's got left at this point. I don't know, but.
I guess he hasn't had a chance to go out shopping. He's, trying to social distance and
that's a great point, you guys. As a former pretty fat guy, the life hack of wearing clothes that fit or trying to create this optical illusion for people was numero uno on my list when I would go out. I'd be like,
110.
How much black can I wear? How much something longer than my torso that can kind of lean me out, make me look this is, and I don't know if Doug Ford has ever been given that advice, but when you're that fat, when you're a big fat dude, you never tuck your fucking golf shirt.
No, you need something to cover that gunt. You got to get something that goes over top of that boya. That's a big fucking cheeseburger locker, dude. That's big. Yeah, you need, what you do like me, because I'm still not, I'm not svelte. Right now I'm actually doing it. I've got two shirts. You wear a shirt over top of the shirt. And it's good for,
hiding the
good
tits.
for masking. Yeah, you can't see my man titties like this. It's perfect, If I'm just wearing the t-shirt, you're like, wow, that guy's got some tits. But like this, you don't know.
Yeah, dude. For a smart guy, he either doesn't really care. He knows what he's got going on, and he's gonna get in. But
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the lack of self-awareness when it comes to fat guy clothing with Doug Ford. I always am. I'm like,
I don't think he has zero fucks. I don't care.
No,
I don't think he cares
does either.
It's kind of true. You might be right. Like, he's out there and he's just filling his face with like fried food all summer long during his Northern Ontario fucking tour. And every fall fair that he could hit, he's putting elephant ears in his mouth and, fish and chips. Like when he went to that fish fry,
his, breakfast sandwiches,
beaver tails,
from Timmy's as well, right?
Yeah. So every ice cream joint that he can get to, you can't really hide it. Like, I guess it's like if he was eating a salad, he'd be like, all right, give him a break. Fuck. Poor guy. He's not trying fuck all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. Fuck you. He owns being a fat fuck, and that I maybe I give him credit for that. Maybe we're looking at it wrong. Yeah. Maybe he deserves some credit.
Maybe he does. I mean, like just that he's got that inability to give two shits. I mean, it comes out in how he runs a province, right?
Yeah.
Like giving his buddy all the tests so no one can have a rapid test, and then like he doesn't give two fucks.
He's got his little
and this is where I did it. It's like a serial killer going back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you guys already been calling me a criminal, so I'm going to criminal the fuck out of this whole thing.
This is what I mean. He owns everything that we accuse him of. He's a fat fuck.
He's going to get a
he
tattoo
fills his
of
face.
That now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
He'll get it tatted right on there.
Like, I know a lot of people fucking hate the guy, but part of me actually respects Doug Ford because he actually lives openly as a fucking criminal. Like, he just is like,
he's got that.
I gave my buddy all the rapid tests because I don't care about you. By the way, I don't even have to book an appointment. And when I go in, I'm going to act as a fucking massive walking billboard for the guy after the fact because, yes, I am still fucking you over. Like,
and fuck you, I'm not waiting in line.
Like, aren't these the ultimate power moves? Like, listen, we shit all over this guy all the time.
Yeah.
But, like, if you look at it from a different perspective, and I found out a couple of days ago that his daughter, Krista, QAnon Krista, the one that's going ape shit and saying, stop with the vaccinated the children, it's going to give kids 12 penises, and I'm fucking, Jesus Christ is Lord, and my husband's got a little tiny fucking steroid cock, and it drives me crazy. Like, all that stuff. Like,
wow. I missed that one.
Oh, no, she said it. Said it recently. I made that part up. I just made it up.
Allegedly.
But here's the rub: is that part of me, a small part, kind of respects the guy a little bit. Like, he just lives the fuck you, right? And,
it really is.
And does it with a smile on his face the whole time. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like he's fucking me, but he's smiling. So I'm not sure if he's really fucking me.
Yeah.
But he's for sure fucking you. Like, there's no way you could get a fucking test. He's fucking you, right? And his buddy's got all the tests, and a big uproar for 2 weeks about these tests. And he waltzes right in. And he's like, "Fuck you! The tests are staying here." And oh, by the way, here's my fat arm with a fucking logo on it for my buddy.
Boost me up. Yeah. It's true. Like, seriously, now that we've kind of worked it out, talking about it, think about it. Everybody kind of poked fun at him for being fat. Like, you get the political cartoons in the paper; they're always make him huge. So what's he do? He goes up north and fills his face with fried food in front of every camera he can find. Yeah. He doesn't give out any rapid tests to the 33 million rapid tests. Yeah, we don't get any of those. But here's a picture of my friend with them. And me with my big smiley face. And now I bypass lines and get NASCAR stickers on my arm for vaccines. Like, fuck.
Awesome?
You know what? I am. I kind of love the guy now, I think. Yeah. After this little workout here.
You got to, I mean, like, we can jump on. Oh, totally. We can jump on, the shit wagon, and we can crap all over him and stuff. But like, let's try to take a different look, a different tact at this. Like, this Band-Aid was the biggest fuck you to everybody that doesn't have a rapid test. He's like, go fuck yourself. Might as well have just fucking had it tattooed on his arm, right above where he's getting the shot.
I hope it's real.
Ontarians, go fuck yourself. I still do whatever I want. I kind of like it. Power move after power move from the man. And, like, with impunity, too.
Yeah.
We'd all be the same way, wouldn't we? Yeah, maybe not.
I don't think I'd be that. I don't think I'd be that open about it. I think I'd be a little more embarrassed. I think at this point.
And here's the great part. You know the video we showed you where he was standing there talking to the girl, and she's like, "Hey, you going to the cottage?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to the cottage. I guess so." The reason why he's so upset is this is in front. This video was taken in front of his house last night. I want you to watch these degenerates, these anti-vax domestic terrorists, these fucking extremist losers that literally owe this appearance in front of Doug's house to employment insurance. But let me just say this. So let me just say this is that his neighbors are now getting sick of it, and I want you to watch the video of his neighbor wheeling by in a fucking minivan, going, "Fuck you guys, fuck."
Keep driving, you fucking goof. Oh, I'm live. Look out.
So the best part of that video is like when his neighbor tells him to fuck off, and they're like, "No, fuck you," but they're actually trespassing on this guy's lawn. Or like, fuck you, we're allowed to design it. But and the other great part of that video was the guy that was filming. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got that live."
With nine viewers.
Killing it, buddy.
9.
My mom, my dad saw it. My brother.
Girlfriend.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, like he's got a girlfriend. Okay. You know who's at the end of that video who makes a real good cameo is our ice slipping fuckface Donald.
Smith?
He's at the end of that video. Yeah, he was there too.
That out.
The guy that cried when he broke his leg on the ice. The guy that bawled. My arm.
It sounded like the guy that sounded like the cold Isuzu trying to start in the winter. That guy. Yeah. He's at the end of that. So that guy, that's another one of these lifers that just has nothing to do. And somebody asked, they said, well, you know, now that you guys know, why aren't you protesting up at his cottage? Because that's where he is. And I came up with the idea is the fact that they can't pool together enough fucking valid driver's licenses to get them up there because they're all probably got either DUIs or don't have fucking licenses. And you can't fit that many people on those little e-bikes that they all fucking drive.
You mean the DUI-cicles?
That's the ones. Yeah, those ones. Fucking losers. What a bunch of fucking losers.
You know,
and they can't scratch enough EI cash. Sorry, what's that?
I was just going to say the number one mode of transport for anti-vaxxers is the fucking DUI-cicle. It's the e-bike. And you know what each one of them do, which I fucking love, is when they get the e-bike, they try and trick it out to make it look like a regular motorcycle.
Yeah. I call them the sons of irony. It should be called an EI bike is what it should be, not an e-bike, an EI bike. And
the reason why I call them DUI-cicles is because my history as someone that doesn't drink. I was in those rooms with people trying to quit drinking, and it was hilarious because sometimes you'd show up to a meeting and you would see like 5 or 6 of these DUI-cicles coming in because people are like, court ordered AA, I gotta go, and then you fucking wheel in and I'm like, what's the deal with the fucking e-bike? And it's like, all the alcoholics that lost their licenses, they got to drive them, right? Because you don't need a license. Right. It's just like a bicycle, but we try to trick it out. He's like, we try to trick it out and make it look like it's not a fucking DUI-cicle. And I'm like, that is incredible. Good for you, kind of, I guess. But like, if you ever find yourself needing to ride one of those to the liquor store in February, probably a red flag.
Maybe it's time to go to one of those meetings. Maybe pull that bike left instead of right and go to the church.
Speaking of DUI-cicles, people are still eating shit at West Edmonton Mall. Ryan sent this to me today.
Beautiful.
Now, do you guys remember Home Alone? Or was it Home Alone? Or was it Elf? I think it was Elf. Let me go back to Elf. Do you remember when Buddy the Elf went to Central Park to help Santa get his sleigh back together, and the Central Park cops were there, and it's like, oh, fuck, stay away from the Central Park. Canada's version of the Central Park cops, West Edmonton Mall security.
Yep.
They don't give any fucks whatsoever. People apparently are still trying to come in and out of West Edmonton Mall without vaccines, and you got to be vaccinated to go in certain stores, and you got to wear a mask when you actually go in the mall. And because of that douche lord Chris Sky, who, by the way, is on an all-time meth heater right now, like every tweet that he puts out it makes less sense than the next one. So
yeah,
do a wellness check on that dude at some point. So Ryan sent this to me today because he's like, listen, the fucking West Edmonton Mall security deserves all the fucking awards.
Yeah.
And it's not even about anti-vaxxers at this point. But these guys are doing shit that literally everyone else is afraid to do, which is put these people on their face. Case in point, meet Selena, who ate some serious shit at the West Edmonton Mall the other day.
It's assault. Get this on the internet. It's assault.
I'm following the stream right now.
Get this on my arm. Let me go. Let me go. Do not touch me. You are assaulting me. Do not touch me. This is not Canada. This is not freedom, you guys. Come on. Fight back against this, you guys. Fight back. Fight back. Look what he's doing to my wrist. Look what he's doing to my wrist.
I see it.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me, though. You are hurting me. You're assaulting me. You're assaulting me. I will go. I will go. No, I will go. I will go. I will go. No, I'm not. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. Help me. I refuse.
Or just do a full process.
Now, it really gets going here, and what I want you to do is she hasn't shut up the whole fucking time. Like, here come the rest of the cops. She starts getting upset. Now they put her on the ground because she's being a fucking lunatic, and she won't shut up, and she won't put on a mask. Now she's making a scene and making it look like she's being assaulted because there's like 6 West Edmonton Mall heroes security.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you're going to work at a mall, West Edmonton Mall security is probably like the one where you get the most action.
Most action, yeah. For
Like
sure.
yeah, if you're like a mall like expert, mall security, a loss prevention expert, this is where you want to work because they let their people actually take care of business too. Like they let their people actually go, you know what? You're in here. The rules are you got to wear a mask. If you choose not to, and you still defy the authority and the rules vested in West Edmonton Mall security, they're going to put you on your face. They're going to put you in fucking handcuffs, and they're going to send you out into the world like the fucking loser you are. And I just think we need to give the West Edmonton Mall security a round.
Absolutely.
Oh, I big fans. Big fans.
I love
the
her off
proceeding.
the bat. This is going to be on the internet, but he's like, I'm already watching the live stream. Right off the bat, he never even missed a beat. That was
The preceding shit kicking was brought to you by Licenza, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Licenza for all of your anti-vax lingerie needs.
How digitally savvy she is. Get this on the interweb.
It's assault. Get this on the internet. It's assault.
Oh, it's on the internet, sister.
I promise.
It's on. Yeah. And it's on now. It's on YouTube. And we're gonna be firing that thing around like it's a fucking hot potato.
I love that she said, and I didn't know this, and thankfully she's a legal scholar. Obviously, I didn't know you could just refuse to be arrested.
I guess.
Fuck, that's all you got to say is I refuse, and then oh shit, sorry.
I love how she screamed for help, and absolutely nobody could give her a fuck. They came running.
She was waiting for like a Chris Sky in his Santa suit to come and rescue her.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Help! Help! I'm being assaulted. Help! This is assault. You know, and it's not lost on me that the majority of these people cite these Nuremberg codes.
Oh my God.
These constitutional freedoms that they magically make up.
Yeah.
It is no shock to me that she seems to think that in the heat of the moment, when the police have you by your G-string and they're putting your face into the fucking disgusting floor of the world's most traveled mall, that you would like to refuse it because everybody would. Right?
Well, it's Canada.
Yeah.
And your first world spoiled little fucking ass.
I'm busy.
I can listen.
I can't get arrested.
I don't have
Sorry, I'm
time
busy.
for this. I'm Christmas shopping right now.
Yeah,
I'm going to Licenza for Becky,
Let me
and I don't have time for your shit.
Please help
Huh?
me.
Please. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, now I'm refusing this. No, there's no refusing this.
It's
You
so
are
good.
We're going to pull your underwear out of your pants and we're going to throw you in the West Edmonton Mall jail cell. It's so fucking dirty.
You're
It's
gonna
so
need
dirty.
to go into that Licenza when you get out, for new underwear.
Yeah.
Chris Sky must be so proud of her, though. That's my girl.
Probably, right? I haven't heard from him in like I don't know how long. I know he was
it's
putting
been a
out.
while since I've been in Edmonton.
Yeah.
It's been crickets here on the Chris Sky
Nothing,
front.
eh?
He's afraid of you. That's what it is.
I think he knew.
He knows.
He heard Bonzi's on the case.
Coming in hot.
No, he's the only thing I see from Chris Sky are like literally tweets that make no grammatic sense anymore.
Like
yeah, it's like they're being, you know, when you would like drunk tweet back in the day and then you'd read it in the morning, you're like, oh my God, that doesn't make any sense. I should every one of his tweets is like that. So it's either coke or meth or booze or drugs or all of it.
Oh yeah, you said back in the day. You mean yesterday? Yeah, sorry. Thank you. You're right.
September?
I love it.
Oh, that's
hey,
funny.
dude, you mean September? Anyway. Another thing that happened over the past 24 hours is I was informed that this guy we used to work with here, Mark Slapinski, who's a blogger. Slappy.
Oh yeah.
Slappy.
Yeah.
Slappy.
Yeah. We should call him flip flop. Flip flop.
Fuck stick. Fuck stick.
Fuck stick Von flip flop.
But he's been coming after us or me generally, but us kind of me, the royal we, but me. For like weeks. I didn't know.
It's ever since it got unearthed of his shit. Yeah, he went and blocked us all after he was outed. After they found out he did a bad thing, it's our fault. So yeah.
Well, it's fascinating because one of the things that I found very interesting about this guy was, and we've got one other douchebag to talk about in a minute too. His name's Ezra Levent. But while we're cleaning up the douchebag parade this week, Mark used to blog for us very, very little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He started endearing himself to us like a few months ago. Long story short, Karima and I met through him. She can't stand the fuck either. Long story, and again, shorter. He was busted by by one of Facebook's fact-checking companies, a company called Lead Stories, and a buddy of mine named Martin Schenk. Martin is a friend of mine now, and we talk quite a bit. And Martin did all the dirty work and found that Mark Slapinski, at the same time that he was blogging for himself on this terrible, shitty little website that he has, and I won't even name it. He was blogging for himself. He was also the guy that was in charge of telling everybody bullshit stories about how the Pfizer CEO's wife died of a vaccine overdose.
Yeah.
And so they want him in court. They're suing his little dick off. And Moderna, same thing. They want him in court. So anyway, when we found out he was like a purveyor of bullshit, we fucking said, see you later. Get out of here. You're a fucking loser. And then we had the guy that did the story on to talk about it. He laid out all the receipts. It's all legit. But this guy took like a 2-day hiatus and then just started apparently coming after me. But here's the fun part is that we have fucking cut his knees out from underneath him so badly that nobody actually interacts with any of his shit anymore because he's
so
a fucking
funny
loser.
So
Case
good.
in point. So he tweets this out. Poll. This is from what, yesterday? Poll. Do you think Dean Blundell is a creeper? He's calling me a creeper. Hashtag me too. So like he's alluding to the fact that I might be have abused women or abused people or have abused women in the past. Yeah. He says, hell yes, 50%, no, 50%. 6 total votes in a 24-hour poll. 6.
I'm not an Ipsos or a poll specialist, but I don't think that's a big enough sample.
No. And it's kind of it's a loaded question, right? Like he's asking people if they think I'm a creeper, and then he's saying that I abuse women, and you got to have some kind of information to be able to make that question,
back
right?
that up.
And
because technically, it's an accusation, really.
Yeah, well, no, it's illegal.
It's libel, it's slander,
I'm getting to that in just a second.
Okay.
So not only did that. Then he said, do you think Dr. DeSantis should be locked up? This is the guy who was threatened by Ezra Levent. Again, we'll get to him in just a minute. Not only that, he's also asking if the Liberal government, 36 votes for this bad boy. Do you think Justin Trudeau and the Liberal government have been comprised by communist China? Comprised, huh?
Yeah.
I think he means compromised. So listen, if you're going to play this game, you stupid little fuck, at least spell really important poll questions right. It's probably why you're not getting a lot of engagement. This is him, by the way, with his pedo haircut. Yeah.
That is unreal. I'd rather
check
have
this
the
guy's browser.
skullet than back than
Yeah,
rock
you know
that
what?
haircut.
Yeah, if we
Jesus
put
Christ.
Bonzi's old picture next to that, I might vote for Bonzi.
Thank you, buddy.
Look at that.
That's
What
only a
a
mom can love that face.
Greasy
Look at the
little fuck.
The fucking Manson lamps.
Right? Yeah.
You know, like he's just fucking. Does it blink?
No,
I wonder if it blinks.
I don't think it does.
Mm.
He also took I think he took a big dump on Dr. Jennifer Kwan, if I'm not mistaken. Where's
And
that?
this one pisses me off.
Is going to get it. Yeah, Dr. Jennifer Kwan. So,
No, it's Dasani again. Yeah.
Is that Dasani? I'm going to get it.
yeah.
Hang on a second. Let me get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. For anybody that doesn't know, let me just preamble who it is. And Dr. Jennifer Kwan works out of Joe Brandt here in Burlington area, and amazing doctor. Puts vaccines in arms on weekends, kind of thing. She has a practice. Actually, when I was in the hospital, I ran into one of her patients, which was kind of cool. And I'm like, I love your doctor. Your doctor's fantastic. You know, super, super nice, very apolitical. Puts out incredible data, incredible graphing for like asshole and idiots like us to be able to actually read and understand the data that she's interpreted for us. All for like, she's not being paid. She's not a shill, you know. And she just does it out of the goodness of public health because that's what she went to school and devoted her life to. And then this fucking cock comes out and just and again, just with the leading question. I'm sorry. This one really pissed. I like you, Dean, but this one really pissed me off.
Yeah, it should piss you off. It doesn't. Listen, I don't know if you know this, but I am unoffendable.
I know.
So,
and I know,
this is-
and I know you personally, so it's I don't get offended for you because I know that you don't give a fuck. But you don't come after somebody like Dr. Kwan like this. Like this is just bullshit.
Poll: should Dr. Jennifer Kwan be in prison? So, and the majority of people said no because it's a ridiculous question.
The majority of 9 people.
We did some work and we looked into a little bit more into Slappy. He used to go by the name Red Panther. It's really fucking awesome. Wow. He used to go by the name Red Panther, and he was lots of different stories in the newspaper. Like, do you remember there was a big burn? There's a big fire at 650 Parliament Building. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Downtown, and the residents of 650 Parliament were trying to get people to fix everything and get restitution for the fire that was in the building. Anyway, he's on the board at 650 Parliament, so I'm assuming, generally speaking, he takes up residence in that building. And when I started getting these, like, people started sending to me a couple days ago, like, "Hey, Slappy's coming after you." Called me a predator. He insinuated that I abuse women. Called me a creeper. All this stuff. So what we've gone and done is I've empowered a team of lawyers to fuck him.
Love it.
To
I
legitimately fuck him. And take and this isn't an exercise because I know how much he has, and he's got a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also know who he represents and who he works with. And so the goal for me, and I'll just state this publicly, in going after a guy like Mark Slapinski, isn't to make a bunch of money. It's not to sue him into oblivion and take all of his shit.
No.
I am going to do that, and that will be
That's
one
secondary.
of the great parts of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like getting to the bottom of a blizzard. You might get a couple of little morsels in there, but it wasn't really why you got the blizzard. You got the blizzard for different reasons because you just wanted to have something nice to taste. And I enjoy this. I
Love
just
the
wanna
analogy.
taste this a little bit, right? Like
Fat Ryan loves that.
So does Fat Dean. And what I want to do is I want to take the cover off of everything this guy's done and who he is and what he's all about. And then I want to pin him in the corner and make him eat shit for legitimately the rest of his life. So when you insinuate that I abuse women or that I'm a creeper or a predator, you can rest assured I don't care about much. And I don't even care that he even said that about me, other than the fact that it's litigious and I now have an opportunity to fuck him.
Yeah.
Which I'm going
to do. He opened the door. He opened the door and he invited you in. So, and he touts himself and holds himself up as some sort of like investigative journalist. What he failed to do is look into your past when it comes to shit like this, and to see how successful you've been in the past when it comes to shit like this, and to just blatantly do that without doing your homework, Slappy. you're about to learn. You're about to learn. You're about to learn what happens, and it's I almost feel more sorry for you about this than I do for your haircut. Yeah,
you know what we
it
call
looks
that?
like a fancy bowl cut, and then he took instead of the straight across, he took it and snipped it in between, like, and gave himself little gay guy bangs or something. I don't know. It just looks so wrong.
Can I give this haircut a name or a theme? Do you guys mind?
Please.
No, please.
I think we need to start calling this kind of haircut the pedo perm.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's got, and you know what's funny? Look at do you look at the brush marks that are going through? Like, that's greasy. Like, he hasn't even washed it.
He is greasy.
Like, that's just all grease.
He's greasy. And so we've got, like, we had to source out, where he lived, his address, all that stuff. So I gave it to my lawyer, and he's got process servers on it. And he was telling me, he's like, this guy's fucking creepy. Like, the information that we found out about this guy, he's a fucking, like, he is as creepy as it gets. Like, if you think I'm a creeper, I'm right here. I mean, Gary, you can go through my whole life. I have laid bare all the terrible things that I've ever done in my life. We've got lots to find out about this fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
like, no, got a lot to find out.
After you're done checking his browser history, please check his freezer. Like, shit.
Speaking of checking browser histories, gentlemen.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yesterday on this program, very nice. Yesterday on this program, late in the program, Ryan, you read to us some, would you call it breaking news?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that what you'd call it?
Well, it was. Somebody in the comments alerted us to it, saying that Ezra Levant had gone off his fucking marbles again because he's running out of money, and put a bounty out on Naheed Dr. Dasani. Who is a palliative care doctor, by the way. He's not even an infectious. He's not like a Dr. Fauci or anything. He's just he's an advocate for public health, like Dr. Kwan, who's an advocate for. I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to keep going on that. But yeah, he put a $5,000 bounty out to anyone who could send him video of the good doctor breaking COVID rules, which more or less just was to rile up his base to go out and harass the poor guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did a good job. Naheed Dasani is a palliative care physician, one of the greats in this country, one of the best in the province. He leads with kindness and values, and he wants everybody to be healthy. And he put out a tweet yesterday, and the tweet said, quote, and you can see it at deanblundell.com if you want to have a look. Retweet this if you canceled your holiday get-together plans and know you're doing the right thing. So nice little, like, hey, a little pump-up speech from a palliative care doctor before we get into this, saying, hey, you know what, tough Christmas. We all had to eat it this year, and most of this is not your fault. So good for you. You're doing the right thing. Ezra Levant, the owner-operator of a crisis management company called Rebel News, because that's what they are. They're just a giant grifting bunch of fucking scabs that try to pretend that they do news. They're not. They're activists who like to be activists for all the wrong reasons. Ezra says $5,000 bounty to anybody who says video of this fear-mongering TV doctor breaking COVID rules. Email me in strict confidence. So you know what that did? That activated the low IQ trailer people who follow this guy and support Ezra Levant by giving him their hard-earned drug money and trailer rent tax money and stuff like that. Sorry.
Their e-bike upgrade cash.
Their e-bike upgrade
sorry,
cash.
not sorry.
The Sons of Irony all got together.
Yeah, because what Ezra does is he tells people, I'm in this for you. I'm representing you. And I cannot believe a doctor would put out a tweet like that. So he legitimately put out a bounty on a nice doctor's head who told everybody to have a fucking Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Pretty much.
Right.
Have a safe Christmas.
Have a fucking safe Christmas. So what does he do? Puts a bounty on his head. That's what he did. So what we did.
What an asshole.
He is a fucking asshole, isn't he?
Piece of shit.
Just a piece of fucking garbage. Human garbage. So we thought we would up the ante a little bit.
I had a feeling this was going to happen. I had a feeling because of the way we talked about this and we ended the show yesterday. I knew you were mad. And I'm like, he's going to do something. And sure enough, you were quiet all day today. And I knew it was because you're on phones. Yeah. Next thing you know.
Yeah.
This.
So we would like to offer this as a opportunity for anybody who would like to make $10,000 cash, which I will pay myself, guaranteed. I'm saying it now. I don't lie. I'll put it out there. I don't know where I'll get it, but I'll fucking find it.
From your 15 mil.
I'm offering. Yeah, that's right. I'm offering a $10,000 reward for anyone who can dish on Ezra Levant's browser history and his vaccination status. This is a legitimate offer to you, the human being in this country, who would like to take this guy and stuff him in a virtual locker for the rest of his life. Because I can tell you that I know a few things about this man, and he is exactly the greasy piece of shit you think he is. So if you have access to his browser history, if he sent you a dick pic, if he's solicited a dick pic, if you've ever been with this guy in any capacity, if you have a video of him doing something untowards, which is easy to find because he's been sued by basically everybody from Warren Kinsella to George Soros for being this piece of shit that we're asking for a reward for. I want to know about his vaccination history. I want his vaccination status. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give someone $10,000 if they can dish on legitimate information about this guy and how he conducts himself in private and if he's vaccinated. Because I know for a fact Ezra Levant is double vaccinated, fully vaccinated, and I also know for a fact that he's boosted. While he's out there telling everybody to stay sick, while he's out there making money off of sick people, while he's out there calling quarantine hotels internment camps, while he's out there offering bounties on good doctors' heads, I want Ezra Levant's personal history, and I'm willing to pay you cash.
Call now.
Of it. All you have to do, friends, is remember this email address, which is totally confidential and always will be, info@deanblundell.com. Again, any information you have on the private dalliances and the vaccination status of this piece of shit, Ezra Levant from Rebel News, anything, and if it's legitimate, $10,000 cash is yours. What do we think?
Love it.
This is our first promo.
Yeah, I like it. We should run commercials for it. You know what makes me? I just had a thought.
Long.
No,
we do have some
stuff already today. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just want to take a quick stab in the dark because this is where I was going. We have people, and a lot of people don't realize, like, we get a lot of DMs from listeners, and we get a lot of DMs from viewers. A lot of, like, the community is very great here, and it's a very diverse community when it comes to, I'll take the Taken line, people having a particular set of skills. And one of them is actually used to be a PI for a lawyer. And we get a lot of really good dirt from that person. And I'm wondering if they're going to take the opportunity to put their good skills to use. And because if that's the case, then this guy's fucked because this person's really good at what they do. So, look out. You better go to the bank, Dean, because you're going to have to get your money out.
I'm really looking forward to going to the bank. I'm really looking forward to finding empties around the beautiful city that I live in and cashing in.
Cashing them in.
Because you know what? To me, it's a future investment, right? It's a future investment on cleaning up the mean streets.
Well, that's the greater good.
Digital
like you always talk about. And that would be a very big step in putting a good footprint in that greater good and erasing a pile of dog shit from the greater good. So I'm told I'm 100% with you.
Do you notice he doesn't even go, like, he doesn't offer bounties on white people's heads. He offered a bounty
Jews
on
and brown people.
He goes after Jews and brown people. Yeah, he's a real big, like, he went after DeSantis, brown guy. He went after Irfan, brown guy.
Soros.
A couple months ago, Soros. I mean, he's just he's an equal opportunity piece of shit. Yeah, he's just a giant piece of shit.
Yeah, he actually
forward to this.
Yeah, and I believe the Soros thing, that was big. That was when he was with Sun, and he ended up they had to, like, post a retraction and an apology to George Soros because Soros was about to own the Sun for it. And he said, like, a lot of anti-Semitic things towards George Soros, who is also a Jew, like Ezra is a Jew. Like, so I don't understand the motive. Like, I don't get it. Like,
Motive is endearing himself to people. Like, all he's doing is inserting himself into the narrative of other victims, and then saying, "Hey guys, I'm your victim champion, and you got to give me money because I'll fight those guys." That's all this is. It's not that like listen, you can, anybody that gets sued, if you've ever been sued, it is not a pleasurable experience.
No,
it's not. Like Mark Slapinski. Mark, I'm looking at you. Hang on, I'm going to do an ISO shot. Hang on just a second. Mark, you were going to have a terrible fucking month in January. Like one of the worst months ever. And it's not fun. And I am looking forward to this. But being on the other end of it, and even being on this end of that lawsuit when it happens, it's stressful. Right?
It's a lot of work and a lot of thought. Like, but it takes up a lot of your day and your mind space. Like, it
takes up money. It takes up, interest. It takes up all the things. It's just such a negative experience, right? But when someone like Ezra looks at it like, every time I do something like this, it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity to endear myself to the people and the lifeline of money, of which that I cannot stop fucking over poor, degenerate trailer park individuals with a low IQ. That is the base Rebel reader. It's a fact. These are all low IQ people who believe anything that someone tells them, and they think that Ezra is standing up for their rights, and they're willing to put themselves in harm's way to do it. Explains the Menzies video the other day. The rule around Rebel is this: if you're not getting punched, you're not getting paid. Right.
True.
and so when he acts like this, encourages people to act like this, he does it for a fundraising reason. When he puts a bounty on someone's head, he's probably never paid one. From my understanding, he's never actually paid for a bounty. He's done it several times. And it's what a scared little fucking pussy does. Right? Bounties on things so that he can endear himself to the crowd, so that he can continue to make money. Everything he does is to keep the taps on for a long period of time.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you're only fucking one guy over by not paying the bounty, but you're feeding the tens of thousands of other idiots that are reading, going, "Look at him paying money to get that information. He's a real true freedom fighter." Like, if you look at the comments under that fucking tweet that you put out today, the first initial tweet about this, and you can see, like, the majority of it are people like us, are like, "Yeah, thank God, like, somebody get him." And then you get into the, the Twitter basement, like, view other comments at the bottom of the Twitter basement. You get into those tweets. And I'm not saying profile people by their, like, judge books by covers, but you can on Twitter. Yeah. And just look at them and just read the spelling errors and the grammatical problems, and then go to their actual bios and look at their names and look at what they have written in their bylines. The people that support Ezra Levant and his bullshit and his hate campaigns, they're trash. Like, the people that they're all trash.
They're dumb. And
they cheer and they cheer and they cheer, and they don't realize he's just fucking you, and he's fucking everybody else along the way.
I'm getting fucked.
Yeah.
I'm getting fucked.
Fuck me harder.
This is the best. I love getting in the mouth every day from some grifting asshole in a skinny dress.
Yeah.
I fucking love getting fucked over by Ezra Levant. That's all of you.
That's what it is.
All of you. That is every single person that has given him money. He is fucking you and loving it. And I love it too. I love it too.
Give him more money. Keep giving him money.
Imagine sending him money. Like, oh my God.
Send it. Send
away.
Imagine that.
Right?
No. Can't.
Bizarre. Anyway,
odd one.
Yeah, it is an odd one. But if you have anything, once again, info@deanblundell.com.
10 grand.
That's where you can get a hold of us. 10 grand could be yours if the information suits our needs.
10 fucking Genos, eh? Fuck, look at you go.
Not bad. I thought it had to be more than his 5. Like, I was going to do 6,000. And I'm like, who does 6 instead of 5? Do 10, because then it's double that amount. And someone during this holiday season has been pissed off by him that knows him that will want $10,000.
I have it. I have it.
Getting it.
I have it. In the next, I guarantee you, in the next 72 hours, you're going to get a phone call from David Menzies.
Think so? And David's like, I'm tired of him telling me to go get my ass kicked.
Tired of getting punched by cops. Can I have your 10 grand? I'll come work for you. I'll bring my hat. My stupid fucking hat. You can.
Fuck. That's awesome.
You watch. It's going to be an insider. It'll be a fucking really close insider. It'll be great.
I love it. All you have to do is, if you ever want to fuck over somebody, is you offer someone next to them money.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
David Menzies, this is a call to you. Even if you don't want a dish, I will give you $250 for the hat.
Mm-hmm. I'd love it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Anyway, I want to end the show with a video that we put out today that is All World. All World. This could be a TV show.
I would watch this.
So there's a woman who works at a convenience store in Alabama, and she put a GoPro on her head. And for an entire weekend, she just got the reactions from people asking them normal questions as they bought things. And America's a fart of a different odor, ladies and gentlemen.
I love this.
I think this might be one of the best videos you'll ever see. I know it's one of the best videos I've ever seen. And I sincerely hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Please watch.
Oh,
that's the
that one too.
Please,
that one's funny.
How you doing?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Hey. How are you? You want to try these donuts? They're on sale.
No, bitch, I'm on a diet.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Is that it?
Copenhagen.
Is that it?
Carolina.
Is that it?
Is that it? That it? Give me a damn minute.
Would you like a receipt?
Yes.
Corona time. Ma'am, your receipt.
She don't like Corona, apparently.
$1.95. You can insert it there. Right there.
Excuse me, y'all. I just ran out of gas and I ain't got no money.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
You like these? I really don't like them.
I really don't give a fuck what you like. How much are they?
How are you? It's hot outside today, ain't it?
How much is the fucking chips?
You getting some food for your dog?
What the hell you think I'm getting it for? My fucking zebra?
What in the fuck did I just watch? Are they that fucking ignorant down there?
That's where you were.
I wasn't there. Where I was, people were way nicer than those fucking assholes. Holy shit.
I don't give a fuck what you like.
Fuck what you like. How much is it?
His meth mouth while he's saying it. It's so good.
Watch it again. It's
Hey, how you
so
doing?
good.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Hey,
Fuck.
how are you? You want to try these donuts? They're on sale.
No, bitch, I'm on a diet.
And the great part about that dude is he's so fat. He's buying like a giant Coke and 10
But he
bags
owned
of
that
chips.
statement
And she's
like he
like,
meant it.
She's like, you want the donuts? He's like, bitch, I'm on a diet. No,
That's
you're
like
not.
that's like North Carolina Doug Ford right there.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Is that it?
Copenhagen.
Is that it?
Carolina.
Is that it?
Is that it? That it? Give me a damn minute.
Would you like a receipt?
Yes.
Corona time. Ma'am, your receipt.
She's gone. She's gone.
Don't like Corona, apparently.
$1.95.
This is great. Some poor fucker comes in the convenience store. He's like, I'm out of gas. I need a little bit of money. Can someone help me? And the dude buying orange juice is like, go fuck yourself.
You
This
can
is
insert
awesome.
it there. Right there.
Excuse me, y'all. I just ran out of gas and I ain't got no money.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
He had to pull his mask down too for full effect. I don't give a fuck.
You need to look at my mouth when I speak to you.
This guy is a big Alabama Crimson fan.
I love
guy.
this.
He's checked out in Alabama Crimson Tide.
This is my
And
favorite.
He is not interested in what this woman thinks about what he's buying.
You like these? I really don't like them.
I really don't give a fuck what you like. How much are they?
How are you?
As his eyes fucking wobble around in his head. How much are they?
Oh, fuck. Anyway, that is...
Keep going, because you got
I gotta go
the
there.
It's hot outside today, ain't it?
How much is the fucking chips?
the pet food one's good too.
Getting some.
Oh, this dude.
This one.
Now she was leading him with this question. Okay,
She
because he's
was.
got two
Did
massive
set it
bags
up.
of dog food. You don't ask,
See
hey, you
this
feeding
thing.
your dog? Like, fuck.
Food for your dog?
What the hell you think I'm getting it for? My fucking zebra?
I could have said anything though. My fucking zebra.
You know those people though. You know those people. You run into those people all the time where
Your life is so miserable.
hey, they just look at you and say something fucking obvious. And I wish I had the the Stones sometimes to have a response like that.
Yeah, that video's gold.
Isn't
That was
that awesome?
great. Yeah.
Try to be nice to the convenience store worker this holiday season if you can.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Just be nice. They don't want to be there any more than you want to be there. Just so you know.
In and out,
Yeah.
and just why do you got to be so rude?
Be nice. It's easy to be nice. We've been nice this whole
Actually,
podcast.
shut up, both of you. Shut the fuck up. We need these people to keep doing this so we have shit to play on this show.
Hey, look, I'm so nice. I shoveled Lachlan's neighbors' fucking driveways and sidewalks today.
Greatest move ever. Sewering Lachlan before he gets home by endearing yourself to his neighbors. That is,
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say I can't wait for the stories of the months and months of, whatever happened to that guy that was here? He was much nicer than you. Those stories are going to be fucking great.
Yeah, that fucking Bonzi fucking made me look like shit. Those fucking neighbors love him. They hate me. Fuck.
Well, listen, you got a podcast tonight at Chris's place, right? You're doing a podcast from Army Chris's?
Live from Fire for Effect Studios here in Edmonton, Alberta, where the temperature is about to get right nasty again, Dean. It was -4, -5 the past couple days. It was quite tolerable. Coat not really necessary.
Beach weather.
But the next 2 weeks are going to be complete hell. I don't think it's going to be warmer than -25. That's the high.
What's we've got like 5 or 6 coming up. It's supposed to like rain on Christmas. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be great.
I'm going to golf on Christmas, I think.
Yeah. Nice. It's going to be awesome.
Have a great time in Alberta. Nice to see you. So you got a podcast tonight with who? What's the deal?
Well, we had to bounce the BC radio guy because we had the CBD coffee guy on Monday. So he'll be on with us tonight talking everything radio and BC restrictions and whatnot.
All right.
Bonzi,
Bonzi, Tripping with Bonzi is the name of the podcast. YouTube is where you can find it. That is, go and hit the subscribe button. Also, the Sheeple Shepherd podcast with Ryan Lindley and his lovely wife, Ashley. What you
very
can do
lazy.
Is subscribe to that. What do you mean?
Very lazy. It's very lazy. We haven't done much over there. So
I know you
if you'd like
to, you can still subscribe to your podcast.
No.
Yeah.
Nice thing to do.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I promise in the new year, we've got some plans. It's just a matter of, I like hanging out here better. That's all.
I get it. So would I.
Somebody else does the work for me. It's amazing.
But go and download the podcast. You can follow both these guys on Twitter. Ryan Lindley on Twitter. Bonzi Live on Twitter. Guys, thanks for doing this. Really great to see you. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, man.
All right, fellas. There you go. Ryan Lindley. Bonzi, my friends. Those are my friends. Get friends like that. Those are good people. Not my friend, Ezra Levent. 10 grand for his browser history and his vaccination status, which I already know, but just proof. That's what we do. We take care of things. So help me take care of this. Let's go get Ezra Levent. It will be my pleasure. It's what I love. Have a great day, everybody. Really appreciate you being here today. We're back tomorrow. We'll see you around 3 o'clock. I want to thank our sponsors and friends over at Easy Auto Financial for making this possible. If you're looking for a car financing, the best place to get it, easyautofinancial.ca. Again, easyautofinancial.ca. They take care of everything from your financing to getting you the car, sourcing it for you, the car that you want, by the way. And you don't have to do a thing. It's all turnkey. Sign up, no obligation, easyautofinancial.ca today. Domination.com, helping people do content. Gamers, streamers, podcasters. They've got AI. You feed your file into this thing. You get like 40, 50, 60, 70 pieces of content that you can share across all platforms, making your life incredibly easy. Go to dmntn.com and try them for free today. Also, thanks to our friends at edsfineimports.com. Ed and the gang are there still. They'll be there all the way through Christmas Eve. And if you need anything, you're looking for something for that young man in your family or the young adult in your family, boys, clothing for men and boys. They got all dude stuff. It's incredible. 80% off blazers, 80% off some suits, all in store. And Gitch, Ed's promo. Right now, you can get a free pair of Gitch if you use promo code Gitch3 when you buy 3 pairs of underwear or more. Luxury underwear, you'll love them. edsfineimports.com. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us for the program. Don't forget to be kind to each other, unless, of course, that person is Ezra Levent. Just get me anything you can on him so I can feed him the shit. Seems like the right thing to do. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Hey, how are you? You want to try these donuts? They're on sale.
No, bitch, I'm on a diet.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how you?
I'm doing good. Is that it?
Copenhagen.
Is that it?
Lighter.
Is that it?
Is that it? That it? Give me a damn minute.
Would you like a receipt?
Yes.
Ma'am, your receipt.
You don't like Corona, apparently.
$1.95. You can insert it there. Right there.
Excuse me, y'all. I just ran out of gas and I ain't got no money.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
You like these? I really don't like them.
I really don't give a fuck what you like. How much are they?
How are you? It's hot outside today, ain't it?
How much is the fucking chips?
You getting some food for your dog?
What the hell you think I'm getting it for? My fucking zebra?